Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. I am back. Apologies for the lack of videos, but I have not had power for the last 4 days. But I am back. I did manage to watch the game that I missed regardless, and I did manage to watch today's game, and obviously I've got power to make the match reaction. So let's get straight into it. To smash like on the video, to subscribe if you are new. I think if I made a match preview, I would have probably said something along the lines of, getting a 3-0 result on paper would be a close to the perfect result, I'd say. With regards to how we played, I think there was moments of, you know, moments of good play. But what I meant to really say is that what frustrates me is just how slow we are. We're very slow on the ball. The pressing wasn't really there today. When we move the ball with the passing, it could be faster. But other than that, the chances we created were good. We rotated some of the squad, so that was a positive. Obviously, Martinez came back and got his applause from everything, so that was nice. And ultimately, there's not too many complaints about that game. 3-0, we take it. I believe we equal on points with Newcastle as well as now Newcastle drew with Arsenal today as well. So, yeah, happy days, happy days. We'll discuss more about the game when we get to the player ratings as well. So let's get straight into it. I think, there's quite a few good performances, and again, I think the players who are on form for Manchester United right now, in this very moment, are really doing well at the moment. They're like on fire, certain players. And starting off would be David De Gea. Another clean sheet, but the saves he made today were vital. On another day, I'd probably give him man of the match. He was absolutely phenomenal today with the saves, match-winning saves today for sure. We could have leaked in a few goals without David De Gea today, so I'd probably give him what would I give him? I'd give him an 8. Fantastic performance from him, got no complaints whatsoever. Wan-Bissaka, again, he's done very well. Even when Delo came on, Delo looked good, which is always good to see. But the times that we have used Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's played very well. I can't complain. 7 out of 10. Going forward, he was pretty decent. Defensively, he did his job. Centre-backs, Lindelof, Maguire, as always, giving me heart attacks. 1-3-0, but I'm still stressed, and only those two can do that. I'll start off with Lindelof. Ultimately just a squad player. He didn't really light it up. He didn't do anything too bad. He didn't do anything great, so I'll probably just give him a 6. Maguire, very slow on the ball. The decisions were very poor today. He was getting out muscled by too many players as well. So Maguire, I'll probably just give him a 6. But honestly, yeah, we need to sort that issue out whenever we can ASAP, because ultimately we just know we're just lying to ourselves if we think Harry Maguire is a Manchester United player, which he is not. But I'm not gonna ban him anymore. Honestly, I'm done with the whole Harry Maguire argument. Luke Shaw was very good, got a goal, very very well done. The only negative I'd say about Luke Shaw today is that he allowed way too many crosses into the box where Bournemouth could have scored, and that's very disappointing. He could have easily pressed. Like I said, the whole team today, the pressing was horrific. I think just the tempo which we played the match was horrific. Those are the only negatives I can think on top of my head. But other than that, a goal, fantastic. Clean sheet, fantastic. You have to get an 8, I would assume, on that. So happy days from that. Casemiro, my man of the match yet again. I think he has been United's standout player by far since he's been regularly starting for Manchester United. I give him a 9 out of 10. What's this, like his 3rd man of the match in a row, probably, Casemiro. So yeah, just absolutely fantastic. Well, actually, last game would have been Rashford, but I couldn't do a match reaction. But yeah, Casemiro is probably the best player at Manchester United at the very moment. So happy days, 9 out of 10. My man of the match, passes on point, defensive positioning on point, and the goal today was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. What a good goal. Eriksen, he got an assist, didn't he? He did get an assist. I'll give Eriksen a 7. I think ultimately he did his job, and it was pretty good. Donny obviously played only 45 minutes. Very unfortunate. I think Donny was having a pretty good game up until he got injured, and it's so sad for Donny van de Beek, because it's a player I think we all would wish the best upon. We all want him to do well and succeed at United. It just hasn't really been clicking for him, so it's unfortunate. So I'm not really going to rate him, but I thought he did well in the game that he played. Bruno, I'll just give Bruno's rating. I thought Bruno got his assist as well. Technique on the assist was good, but other than the assist, he was quite lackluster, average. So I'll probably give Bruno just a 7. I'll nice him for the assist. It was a good assist, but ultimately I think on another day it's probably just a 6. But I'm feeling a bit generous for Bruno Fernandes today, so happy days with that. Rashford, until he scored that goal, honestly, it was looking like the old school Rashford. Poor decision making, poor runs, just shooting from where he shouldn't be shooting, passing when he actually shouldn't be passing, actually should be trying to take his man on, and all of that. But when you inform like this, the chance that just fell to him from Bruno, which is a wonderful assist. I take nothing away from the goal. The goals we scored today were fantastic team goals. But those things fall for you when you are in form, and when your attitude and everything's right, those things just fall for you. So happy day, I'll give Rashford a 7. Martial, very disappointing with Martial. I don't know, we need him to start scoring goals. Maybe it's not as important now, but as a United striker, you need goals. And everyone was making fun of Ronaldo, whatever it is. Martial, and I love Martial. Martial just ain't doing it. It's a common problem at United. No matter who your striker is, they just don't score goals. That's just how it is. They just don't score goals. So I give Martial probably a 6. Garnacho played on the one wing, obviously because of the early substitution. Did very well. I'll give Garnacho a 7. On the ball, looks very threatening. Hit the post. Could have had a goal here and they got an assist. So happy days from the young lad. That's a good performance from him. And when you can just see the big difference between night and day between Ilanga and Garnacho, because Ilanga hasn't been performing. And how many chances do you want to give Ilanga? He should be out on loan, honestly. He just hasn't been performing. He gets way too much game time for what he puts in. And honestly, he should probably take a page off Garnacho's book, because that's a kid who's performing very, very well. And then lastly, Ten Hag. Probably give Ten Hag an 8. From a manager, I think almost a flawless performance yet again. I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10, obviously, but on paper, there's nothing really wrong. He rotated the squad. He wins the game 3-0, which is probably the perfect scoreline you could get realistically, game in, game out, if you're playing very well. Home form is good. Tied on points with Newcastle's. Happy days from Erik Ten Hag. But yeah, I think that's about everything I want to say in the Smash Reaction. I'm just happy to be back. I'm a little bit tired as well, so just bear with me. It's quite late over here. But other than that, let me know you guys' man of the match. And yeah, do remember to subscribe, smash like in the video, and I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye.